I didn't expect a funeral chapter to reveal the bride of Christ. You'd think Genesis 23 is just about a funeral, but what if the first piece of the promised land was a grave? Crazy twist. That grave wasn't just about Sarah. It was about Christ and his bride, the church. Sarah died in Hebron, and Abraham mourned her. Then he negotiated with the Hittites to buy a cave at Machpelah, refusing to take it as a gift. He paid full price. On the surface, it looks like a business deal in the middle of grief. But look closer. This was Abraham's first permanent claim in the promised land. The land wasn't conquered yet, the promise wasn't fulfilled yet, but by buying that field, Abraham anchored his hope in God's covenant. Paul later said, "If we have been united with him in a death like his, we will certainly also be united with him in a resurrection like his." Romans chapter 6, verse 5. Abraham wasn't just burying Sarah, he was sowing a seed of resurrection that pointed to Christ and the church. That cave at Machpelah became the family tomb. Abraham was buried there, Isaac and Rebekah, Jacob and Leah. It turned into the anchor point of promise. For the bride of Christ, the church, this points straight to our identity. We are a people anchored in a grave that could not hold Jesus. Just as Machpelah testified to future inheritance, the empty tomb testifies to our eternal inheritance. The church is not built on shifting ground, but on the rock of resurrection. What looked like loss was really a down payment on the promise. And notice Abraham's refusal to accept the cave for free. He insisted on paying. Why? Because faith doesn't cling to shortcuts. It rests in covenant. That points to Christ, who bought us with a price. 1 Corinthians 6, verse 20. The church is the bride that was purchased, not borrowed. Just as Abraham's payment secured the field, Christ's blood secured the bride forever. Nothing about her redemption is cheap. So Genesis 23 isn't just about grief. It's about glory hidden in a grave. The bride of Christ, the church, was foreshadowed in that cave, a people bought with a price, anchored in resurrection hope, waiting for the full inheritance. If you believe even a burial can point to promise, then put the word resurrection in the comments. Because in Christ's church, graves aren't the end. They're the doorway into forever.